Hey, Nate, I guess just take me through draft day. Just thinking back to kind of all that happened that afternoon. Just what was that like?
Yeah, sure, Scott. So I did have high hopes day two. That was I had some calls. I was anticipating going day two, so I was actually really locked in on the picks and like watching each name come up on the board day two. And it obviously didn't happen day two. So later that evening, I was like, you know what? Day three, I'm gonna get up. I'm gonna make a tea time. I'm gonna go over the course and I'm gonna enjoy my day. So I was actually on hole three with my family, my mom, my dad, and my little brother were there. And then I got the call on the golf course, so that was pretty cool just to be with them um, and just be on the golf course. I guess it was just a little odd, but it was fun. So
So, do you play better golf after getting news like that, or does the game go in the tank when you're just kind of maybe thinking a tribute baseball this draft year?
so it was actually a par three. The third hole is a par three at my home course, and I did par the hole. So I guess that's
Nice.
good. So,
What's your home course, just out of curiosity?
yeah, the El Paso Golf Club. I mean, it's in Kappa, Illinois. Super small town. Sort of a diamond in the rough, so to speak. Really nice course out in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah, I've actually played there. So I guess just what were your first conversations like with the Mets? Kind of what did they go through with you just to get this whole process started?
Yeah, so I mean, obviously, got drafted. I talked to the scout who drafted me, but I mean, it's draft day. He's got other prospects and other draftees to talk to and whatnot. So for being selected, it was just sort of a. I mean, I had a couple of days downtime, and then I called him, and the plan was for me to fly down to Port St. Lucie, Florida. Obviously, I'm down here now, but this is where their complex and everything is. But the plan was basically just to get down here for a few weeks, get acclimated to everything, the organization, some of the ins and outs, um, just to lift, to continue to throw and work out and everything. And that's I'm actually in the midst of it now. So uh, I guess the in terms of being designated somewhere and like future plans, I'm sure I'll probably find something out about that in the next week or so.
What's that process been like? Maybe knowing you're getting your major league, your professional career underway.
I mean, it's really exciting. Obviously, there's a lot of unknowns, but I'm the type of person who likes to live in the moment and just take everything in. And that's what I've been doing. Taking everything one step at a time, um, and just trying to make those moves one day at a time, really, instead of trying to focus on the future and what that holds. So, super excited
Yeah. Thanks, Nate.
for sure. Thanks, Scott.
Hey Nate, congratulations. What did you know about the Mets organization prior to the draft?
Sure. Great team, historically great team, good organization. A lot of Hall of Famers actually. I mean, you got Nolan Ryan. He was actually drafted by Mets, I believe, and we all know how that turned out. But um, I mean, just going in, the program has a great reputation. The people I've met down here, the staff, coordinators, great people. So I mean, I'm just truly looking forward to being a bit and hopefully making a career here.
What specific aspects of the Mets organization do you see that you would make you a great fit for what they do and how they build and how they develop?
Sure. Obviously, the pitching portion of the organization is they're a movement focused a pitching program, and that's really what I worked on at U of I too, was basically honing in those movements, trying to be as efficient as I can with my motion. So I think that'll play off well as I transition into professional baseball due to the fact that the Mets really value movements in terms of pitching and not necessarily other aspects of pitching.
Is that kind of specifically the fundamentals in your game that you really want to get working on and improving is movement on your pitches, or What other aspects are you going to be focused on once you find out where you're assigned?
Sure. And we'll clarify that. So movement, it's not pitch movement. Obviously, hopefully I have some good movement pitches, but when I say movement, I'm talking about like moving in motion, like your motion moving as cleanly and as efficient as possible. So yeah.
And you mentioned Nolan Ryan. Is there any specific pitcher that you've really looked up to? I mean, I know he was definitely before your time, but I know when you've kind of modeled your game on or anything.
I will tell you my favorite pitcher of all time. Someone who, he's an old guy. He pitched back in the day, but Sandy Koufax.
Wow.
He's probably my favorite pitcher. Out of all the modern guys, he was phenomenal at what he did. He's a Hall of Famer. Love everything about the guy. So.
Yeah, they just had the 50th anniversary of his perfect game. You can listen to it on YouTube. It's great. So I imagine you've probably seen a lot of his highlights on YouTube and stuff.
No doubt. He had a wonderful curveball.
All right, well, thanks again, and congrats.
Awesome. Thanks, Paul.
Hey, Nate, congratulations. Wondering what your conversations have been like with Andrew, with you guys being, two guys from that pitching staff that both got drafted. What has that moment kind of been like? Not the same team, but still getting to share that with one of your teammates.
Right. Yeah. We've had a few conversations. First off, it was basically exchanging congratulations to each other, because I know we both worked really hard to be in this spot. So it was basically, just giving him some encouragement and stuff, congratulating him for being selected.
Any trash talk on his end, getting taken a couple rounds earlier than you?
He hadn't said anything about it, but I'm sure he's probably thinking something like that.
And just wondering, maybe some guys from, maybe when you were younger that you maybe got to watch a little bit before you kind of stepped into a bigger role, who might be in that position now, working in the minor leagues, working their way up. Anybody that you've talked to kind of learn, maybe what to expect in these first couple years with the minor league game?
Yeah, sure. I actually had a conversation with Garrett Acton this morning. We talked to her about 30 minutes or so, just how he's doing, any advice he had for me, just stuff like that. But I think it's really nice to have somebody like Garrett, who is, he's been in professional baseball for a year and a half or so. And he has some good advice on certain things. So it's always nice to talk to somebody in that position.
Thanks, Nate.
For sure. Thanks, Nico.
Hey, this is Randy Reinhardt at the Pantograph in Bloomington. How are you?
Doing well, Randy.
Good. Hey, what do they have you doing now specifically? And do they have a timeline for you on when you're going to go to an affiliated team, or how much they want you to actually pitch the rest of this year?
Yeah, so I'll actually just map out a day for you. So throughout the week, we'll get the complex about 8:30 in the morning or so. Do some stretching out, getting the body ready for to go out on the field and stretch and throw out there. So do some priming and stuff in the weight room. Work our way outside, stretch more on the field, throw. We go through some band routines, stuff like that. And then we'll either work on some like picks, like holding the runners, the running game. And then we'll also do some PFPs, like obviously pitchers, fielding positions, just like we did at U of I. But in terms of like a future and where I get designated to and stuff, I haven't heard anything yet. But I'm sure based on like the amount of innings and stuff I threw in at school, and then combined with another 20 this summer, I'll probably end up throwing somewhere towards the end of the year.
Anyone else?
Nate, so basically the Mets do want to limit what you do the rest of the year because of what you've already done this spring and summer.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir. Just want to keep an eye on it. Basically make sure everything's going smoothly, going well, stuff like that.
Nate, yeah, I wanted to ask you, are you like some guys? Some guys always say they want to go to certain teams. Were you like that before the draft?
No, sir. I will tell you, as I played ball through high school, as I played ball through college, I became more of a baseball fan in general. So I grew up as a Cubs fan, but coming into the draft, I really wasn't too particular. I mean, I just wanted that shot to play pro ball. And I'm obviously very thankful for the Mets organization for giving me that shot. But no, I was not too picky about which team I got picked up by.
And if you to sum up your Illini career, is there anything that really sticks out in your mind?
Yeah, I mean, just honestly, basically the opportunity I got. I mean, obviously super thankful to Coach Hartlib and the program and all the coaching staff for basically giving a high school kid from a small Illinois high school a chance at collegiate baseball. But my whole experience there was wonderful, and I wouldn't trade it for anything.
Good luck to you.
Thank you, sir.
Anyone else have anything for Nate?
I got one more. And that yours is the first draft class to, at least first full draft class to kind of enter into this revamped minor league system. Just what's it maybe been like navigating that? Because things are certainly much different than they ever were.
Right. Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of new parts to the deal as well. I mean, the Mets, they're under new ownership this year. There's some stuff player development wise that they've changed and sort of revised. Just trying to make it more fitting for everyone. I will say they're very focused on like individual plans for each pitcher instead of like an overarching everybody do this same exact thing type deal. They're very considerate as to what you as an individual, as a pitcher, what you need to work on to level up and make it to the pros.
Any final questions from anyone? All right, well, then Nate, thank you for joining us. Congrats again on signing with the Mets. We'll look forward to hopefully seeing you down the road in the future.
For sure. I appreciate it, guys. Thank you all.
Thanks, Nate. Good luck to you.
Thank you. Best of luck.
Appreciate it.
Thanks, guys.